Hello Taurus, this is Chariot Universe, wishing you a happy hello. I am going to be doing your last week of July love reading for my Tauruses, and let's see what's going on. Just wanted to let everyone know that there is a total lunar eclipse happening on the 27th of July, which may make you somewhat very emotional if it happens to hit at a degree of a planet that you have in either Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio at 4 degrees. Okay, if you have any planet, or if you have your rising sign or your midheaven in 4 degrees, 5 degrees plus or minus either side of 4 degrees, in those 4 signs, which is Taurus, Scorpio, Aries, I like that, Aquarius, or Leo. Those 4 signs. If you do have a planet, a rising or moon or anything like that in 4 degrees, plus or minus 5 degrees in, we'll go through it again, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, or Scorpio, you may be affected pretty emotionally, okay? All right, Taurus, 2018, last week of July, love reading for my Tauruses. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck. Go ahead and get this going here. Let's see what the first card is. I'm doing an 8-card reading for love for Taurus. Okay. This first card represents you. This is the King of Wands, which is a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius energy. Okay, so you're coming in opposition to that, or in another way of saying it, you're coming in with those energies kind of squashed. And those energies are fire sign energies, are pretty forward. They're pretty creative. They can be very extroverted and social. So those energies, for some reason, for you are kind of for this last week of July. We always have to remember the time frame. This is not forever cut into stone for everyone. This is only going to hit for people that they have their moon, their rising, or their sun sign in Taurus, okay? You're coming in with the energies a little bit like a black clouds over it, or it's kind of squashed, okay? Now, let's see. This is what this other person, if you do have a lover come in, or if you're in love with someone during the last week of July, this is what this card represents. This person is definitely going to be a fire sign, I believe. This is, they're going to be like the sun. They're going to be very social. They're going to be like a social butterfly. They're going to be full of energy, full of creativity. This is like a Leo type energy. They're going to like children. They're going to like to play around, maybe sit and play games with you, whether it's board games, card games, anything that you can think of that children like to do, they like to do. They're very outdoorsy type people too. They like to be out in the sun. Maybe they like to swim, horseback ride, do any kind of outdoor activity. This is the type of person you're drawing in the last week of July, okay? This is how you're viewing yourself. The 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're viewing yourself that you're a little tight on your money. You're holding back all the information about yourself. You're not being really forward with this person. You're not giving them a lot of detail about you. You're letting them expose themselves more. You're letting them give more of themselves, and you're learning, you're watching and learning them as this goes on, okay? And this is what the other person means to you. That's what this card represents. This is showing me that this person means to you that they're capable of communicating to you without arguing. They're able to communicate without getting into a lot of squabbles and fights over petty things. So they are very mature emotionally is what I'm seeing here. okay? They're not a person to just jump off the handle and go fighting over everything. This card here is what you mean to the other person. This is Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. You mean to them that you're not the type of person that goes out and gives, spends a lot of money, doesn't think about their resources, is not someone that builds for the future. So they like that about you, Taurus. They like the fact that you hold on to your money, that you think about your future, that you think about your stability and your support. They like that. That you're not running around fast, spending it just as fast as it's coming in, not trying to be conservative, and you're not a wasteful person, and they admire that about you. The hurdles in your relationship. Did I do this one already? Yes. The hurdles in your relationship is this card here being the Nine of Cups, and this having to be a hurdle in your relationship. I feel that one of you could be overly emotional too often and too deep, and that could raise some hurdles in your relationship that, you have a lot of love and a lot of emotions to give to one another, which is good. You're both feeling it. You're both feeling the love and the joy and all the cups. But for this to be a hurdle, I'm feeling that's coming off this card is that it could be too much sometimes. That one person relies on the other one to carry their emotions for them. In other words, they're not processing their emotions, they're relying on you to carry their emotions for them, if that makes sense to you. They expect you they expect you to hear and understand them at a very visceral, very deep level, which is good. That's a good, healthy relationship. But if there's too much of that, and they don't feel like you're growing, and they don't feel like any progress is being made in that area, then that could become a hurdle. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having deep, loving relationships and wanting to love hard and deep and, all that good stuff. But, it can become a hurdle if it's never balanced out. If one person's always more emotional and the other person's listening to that person all the time. So in other words, there needs to be more of a balance is what I'm getting off of this card. The strengths of the relationship is the Knight of Swords. Okay, the strength of your relationship is that you both are able to fend for yourself. You're both able to go out and communicate good. You're both able to go out independently and stand up for yourself. You're able to, autonomously be separated and be fine. You're feeling like you're both mature adults that can go out and take care of yourself independently if you had to. And that's the strength of your relationship. That you both know how to defend yourself and stand up for yourselves. You don't need the other to do it for you. The outcome, the resolution and the outcome to your relationship is that you're not big, huge partiers. You don't have any addictions. There's no where one person's always at the bar drinking and you have to go pick that person up. That's not happening in this relationship. This is a relationship where, having to socialize all the time is, it's not a need, it's not a must. This is a relationship where the two of you are happy with each other. You're happy to go out and socialize as well, but it doesn't have to bring be an ongoing thing that carries the relationship. Some people have to have their friends around all the time, and it even actually starts to interfere with people's relationships. Some people, if both people like that, then the friends are always welcomed, and that's good too. But in this particular relationship, it looks like there's not a lot of need for a lot of socializing. In other words, you're both happy with being thankful and having gratitude for what you have with each other, that your emotions are enough. You don't need a third person to balance out your relationship. Another way I'm looking at this card as well as, and I wanted to say, is that there's not going to be any third party in this relationship. You don't have to worry about there being someone going out on the other. There won't be any of that in this relationship. That's the good resolution of this relationship. That's the good outcome, is that you don't have to worry about your lover going out on you. That's really awesome, Taurus. That's huge. So what a wonderful love reading. I hope you like this new reading that I'm doing. This is a brand new 8-card layout that I'm doing, and I've never really done it before. I've done it maybe once or twice. I did one for Aries before you, and I'm really liking it. I hope you do too. And I'm wishing you success and love, and sending out lots of love from the universe to you. Please like and share. Subscribe if you haven't, but do share if you can. I would really appreciate it. So thank you, Taurus, and I'll talk to you soon. Looking forward to doing many more readings for you. Okay? Take care, Taurus. Bye-bye.